Hey guys, welcome to my October favourites video. Just always double checking that I actually get the name right. This month has been an amazing month. We have started coming into summer, which is really exciting, and I've only been out in the sun twice and I've gotten a little bit of colour, which is always a nice little pick-me-up. And today's monthly favourites, I'm just going to get right into it because there is actually quite a selection. Usually I'm pretty much solely makeup, but this month I have included sort of like a body care item, and I have pulled in some of my more favourite hair care items to chat about because I have never owned so many hairstyling products, which I think I'll start with just because I'm about to talk about it. So recently I've been completely obsessed with Estee Lauder's and Christina Pucca's haircut. I find the length, I loved it. I thought it was just like so easy and like fun to play around with. So I went for the chop. So originally basically I got it to my collarbone, and then in 2 months that I hadn't had it cut, it got down to about there. So I just decided to YOLO and just to do it because you know it's going to grow back if I get sick of it anyway. So the first product I wanted to talk about today, and I found it has helped so much, it's kind of like that sort of undercover product that really brings the whole look together, and it is the Redken Full Effect Volume 04 All Over Nourishing Mousse. Now I feel like that is the longest name ever, but this stuff is amazing. I do use quite a bit of it, and I always put it in when my hair is damp before I blow dry it. Basically I blow dry it because I like it to be smooth on top, as well as the fact that my hair takes forever to dry, so I just think it's a lot easier and I'm not going to be leaking all this red kind of hair colouring all around the house. So this is beautiful, it's not crunchy, it's not crispy, it is what it says, and it is nourishing, but it just allows my curls to hold throughout the coming days and just gives it a little bit more texture, which I love. Now the next one in the hair sort of like, I'm going to call it like the hair trilogy because there's 3 products today. It is the Davines. It is a dry texturizer. This stuff is amazing. I never got the hype of the Ouai dry, whatever it's called, I can't remember off the top of my head, because I always had long hair, so it really did nothing for me. But ever since getting the chop, I have gone through at least half of this bottle. It is amazing. It's not really stiff and crunchy. The other day I put this sort of texturizing dry shampoo in, and it just made it really stiff, and this is kind of like the perfect medium. If I want to add a little bit more kind of grit, I would just add some hairspray or the next product that I'm going to speak about. So this is amazing if you just want a little bit of oomph to your hair, to give it a bit of grit so that it kind of just like puffs out a little bit more messy, then this is your product. Kind of hard to find in New Zealand, so I'll put the link to the place I got it down below. So I'm still working on my hair care routine, and I think I need another product in terms of like a texturizing, maybe like a hairspray, just because now that I'm shorter it needs a bit more effort to just like stay up and be messy. But this has been helping me out quite a lot, is the Ouai Hair Care Wave Spray. Now you would have seen me purchase this in my Lob hair care haul. That's basically when I purchased most of these products, but to be honest I hadn't really been using it with my Lob, but this has been super helpful in the last like week or so. It has really helped give it grit and really helped separate the strands to give it a more piecey appearance. So first of all, it smells amazing, and I just think it really does an amazing job. People love this on YouTube, so of course I had to try it. My opinion is I do really like it. I wouldn't say it's like a must-have, but because I do have it, I do use it a lot, and you can get the Ouai hair care products at Sephora. Let's just move on down the body. This is my first kind of body product. I think I'm just rubbing off some of the excess, it's a bit messy. This is the Ecoya Coconut and Elderflower Hand and Body Lotion. Oh my mother of God, this smells so good. Like, we were buying the candle or some candles for the house, and I just put this on my hands just because, you know, when you're browsing you always put the hand creams on. And when we went out for lunch, someone actually asked me, or a few people actually asked me, what was that smell? In a good way, you know. And it was this, so I actually went back and got it because I was like, if people are asking what moisturizer you're using, that is a good sign. And I always get asked when I do wear this now. It is the most beautiful blend of like a coconutty scent, but it's kind of got that berry summer, but without that kind of like strawberry artificial kind of description to it. I don't really know how to describe moisturizers, but this is amazing, super hydrating. I love it so much, and I've never really been into buying sort of like fancier moisturizers, but this was $30 and you get 500 mils, which I thought was a really good deal. So I love that for summer as well. For nails, I don't even think I've really talked about nail polish as much, but ever since I stopped getting my acrylic nails, they have been very weak and they've been breaking, so they're finally kind of growing out from when they had been taken off. So They're getting a little bit stronger, and I really don't like nail polishes chipping. It is one of like the banes of my life. I just can't deal with it, especially if you do it one day and then the next day it's just like ruined. So one of the products I've been loving, it is the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear nail polish in the shade Golden, kind of like a -1, I'm gonna guess. This color is amazing. It's like a beautiful rose gold. I'm wearing it today, if you can see. Do not judge my application, it was very rushed this morning. But what I do love about a sort of like shimmery nail polish is that it really sticks to the nails, and even if it is chipping, you really don't notice, and that's the kind of nail person I am. I don't want obvious chips, so I also go for like a nudie kind of color, and this is absolutely beautiful, and it was only $10 at Farmers, so for a nail polish in New Zealand, that's a really good price. Okay, let's move on to the makeup, and a lot of this I am actually wearing today because I just filmed a makeup look for this look, so that should be up soon if you want to see it. But the base I used today, and the base I have been using a lot this month, is the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation, and it is in the shade Santa Fe. It is my perfect shade at the moment. I do need to warm it up a little bit with bronzer, but I'd rather do that than have it be a bit too dark. So I recently talked about this in one of my videos that just went up, so I'll leave the link down below. It was the YouTube made me buy it tag, and oh my god, yes, YouTube definitely made me buy this. I remember everyone had this, everyone was using it, everyone loved it, and it definitely is the right skin undertone for me. They have a beautiful range of like golden yellow undertones, and it just really works for my skin tone. Throughout the year I have a few shades of this, and I just love the texture. It's not too thick, it's not cakey, it doesn't cake or like crepe kind of in those kind of areas. It's just a beautiful buildable coverage, great color, and it just looks flawless, and it goes really well when either putting powder products over the top or cream products over the top like I did today. It's just like an all-rounder, and it's a staple in my little makeup bag. So speaking of cream products, man, I am great at segues today. This is actually discontinued, but there's a new one out in new packaging, so you can still go and check it out. This is called the Hourglass Illume Sunset Cream to Powder Bronzer Duo. So like I said, they've recently relaunched this because it was discontinued, and it now also comes with a cream highlighter. But oh my gosh, I love this so much. I use it all the time, like all the time. And I always apply it with this brush, and it is a Zoeva 125 stippling brush. I always go with the bronzer first, and then I'll just use the same blush and just take a little bit of the blusher and kind of blend it in, because I want the blush to be like a browny rosy pink, not too pink. But this is amazing. I don't know if you can see, but it just looks like seamless, like a really nice tan. It's very glowing. It's just like a beautiful shade. I will say that if you are paler than I am, it might look a bit orangey on you, because I sometimes cannot wear this in winter, but coming into spring and summer it is like my favorite thing ever. So I'm trying to still consider whether I just buy another one and like keep that aside, or if it's going to be permanent, I'll just wait. But I love this so much. Sticking with the cream theme, another product I've owned for quite a while but I've only just gotten into using it. It is the MAC Cream Colour Base in Hush. I remember when I was in London, this was completely inspired by Tanya Burr and the Pixie Boo sisters. It is this beautiful cream highlight shade. It is definitely more on the pink side, which is a bit different for me. I'm usually more of a golden person, but I love it. It just looks like your skin is so nice and plump. It works really well. I usually do it on my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, maybe a bit there, brow bones, sometimes on my forehead. Sometimes it looks a bit weird. It can be a little bit too pink then. But this is absolutely beautiful. It just melts. I always apply it with my finger, and it just blends in beautifully, and it goes really well with that Hourglass set. So I love this, and it's so travel friendly. So for summer, I just love products that aren't too cakey, that are creamy, and that just look really glowing. Okay people, we're getting there. So one thing I've been really loving doing recently, and I think you've probably noticed that I've really been experimenting around with eyeliner over the last few months. I've gone from gel eyeliner to pencil eyeliner to powder eyeliner and different types of powder eyeliner. So my favorite thing to do at the moment is to use this Illamasqua eyeshadow. It's in the shade Obsidian, and it is this beautiful super black, and I use this on my upper lash line and my lower lash line. My favorite way to apply it is with the Sigma Small Angle E65 brush. It is this beautiful, really dense angled brush, and I find the difference between this one and say using a MAC 217. The MAC 217 is quite thin, whereas this, because it is so small and kind of, it's like a little chunky thick thing, it's really easy that you just literally press it down so you get a nice thick line. It doesn't have to be shaped too much, it kind of guides its own shape, and I just love this powder for its intensity. Often if I am using a palette and it does have a black in it, I'll probably use that, but I found this one is the best for longevity and just pigment. It's very opaque, which I love. And then once I've finished doing the top lash line, which you will see if you watch this makeup look, is I just take it and I kind of like press it and drag it down onto the lower lash line just to give it a real nice amount of definition and just like a really nice smoky effect. Let's talk about brows. I've had this pencil for quite a while and I've never really used it until recently. It is by Chantecaille. It is the waterproof brow definer and it is just brilliant. It is in the shade Oak Brown. I got this when I was working overseas and I just love the applicator. It's like the Hourglass ones. It's very chunky and it's very defined, so you can literally just draw it along. And I've kind of been digging the cooler tone browns at the moment ever since I got my hair to a more purple tone, and I just think this is really quick. It's very easy. I mess it up afterwards with some brow gel and it just lasts all day. Quick, simple, I like it. On to lips. I have been having a NYX affair this month. I have been loving these NYX products. They are my absolute favourites. So I'll start by the lip liner that I'm wearing, and this is from NYX. It is one of their retractable lip liners. It is called the Retractable Lip Liner and it's in the shade Natural. I also got a darker shade, I think it might have been called Cocoa, but I definitely like this one more. It's just a beautiful nude, basically. It's just like a standard nude colour, not too pinky, not too tan, and I just think it's really beautiful. It's very comfortable on the lips. It's very easy if you're wearing lip balm and then you just like apply a little bit and it goes into like a really nice formula. So I really like that. Over the top of that today I am wearing the NYX. This is one of their butter glosses and it is in the shade Madeline? We'll go with that. This is again amazing. It's so comfortable on the lips. It is a beautiful colour. It's more lighter than what I'm used to, but it's kind of nice because it's just like really subtle. It's very easy to eat with, you know, it lasts really well. And again, that's the colour next to it. So those two together I really, really like. And they're so cheap. NYX is now in my hometown, so I was very excited to find that stand the other day. And then the other butter gloss I also picked up was the shade Praline. And this is a bit darker, a bit more kind of like a dusty brown mauve nude. I'll pop it next to the other one. Again, can't fault the formula, love the colour. I just think this wears really well as well. And it goes really nice with the MAC lip pencil in Spice. I think those two together are absolutely stunning and I really, really like them. So they're always currently in my handbag. And that is my October favourites. Again, checking the month in my head. What did you guys do in October? Did you have any amazing Halloween nights? Halloween isn't that popular in New Zealand. It's not like in America and the UK. So I didn't really do much for Halloween. But I'd love to know if you dressed up or if you did something crazy or like what kind of makeup you used for your Halloween looks. That would be awesome. So let me know down below. But apart from that, make sure again to like and subscribe to my channel so you can see all my future videos. I'm getting some great ideas, so I'm really hoping that you guys will like the future ones. So have an amazing day and I will talk to you soon. Bye.